I was a 17-year-old, street-involved, young father who did a lot of things that I'm not too proud of. And education gave me an opportunity to be a law school professor, a lawyer. I couldn't have imagined this in 2005 when I walked through those doors. The way I was living my life at the time, I can sit here and honestly say to you that the program saved my life. And I don't mean that in a figurative way, quite literally. I had been so thoroughly, I don't know if you want to call it indoctrinated, lied to, ill-advised, that somehow I was not worth it. I'm not worthy. And to be told by people that have always told you that you're not worthy, that, hey, actually, that's a lie. You are actually worthy. And we're not gonna just pay lip service to that. We're actually going to stand here with you. We're gonna support you straight throughout. For me, that was a game changer because it totally flipped my perspective on the world. I didn't finish high school, and I'm not unique in that situation at all. There's tons of young, racialized, particularly black teens in the GTA that did not finish high school, whether they were expelled or they simply left. I left at 16. My situation is where potential goes to die, essentially, right? So there's young black men, that I grew up with that just chock full of potential, just never to be realized, because nobody would take a chance on them. I found that education gave me the vocabulary, the bravery, and the stamina to stand up. Education gave me an opportunity to flourish. It gave me an opportunity to fight back. But it also gave me the humility to understand my situation. This is my situation. I understand that anti-black racism, it may be around for a long time, but I can see a pathway out, whether it's 100 years from now, 200 years from now. It's not just for me. And I understand that I may have to pass the torch to someone else to continue to fight, and that's fine. My ancestors had that level of humility. They understood that I'm doing this not for myself, but for my progenies. I found that when I was kind of cloaked in kind of ignorance, I was more self-destructive, and there was a lot more deep-seated self kind of hatred because I didn't know who I was. My understanding of me was based on what the others said. And I can tell you that what the others said about me was not something that made you feel particularly good about yourself. Education allowed me to do some really deep self-examination. Education saves lives. I tell that to my children all the time. I said, that is my gift to you. My ESP year, I was able to step into my degree program saying, yeah, I can actually do this. You had your peer mentor, you had your coaches, you had your facilitators. So you had support at every single juncture who would have seen students like myself and, had the experience, the patience, and the compassion to deal with students that a lot of them come to the program and they're broken. They're not all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. They're not here to do Frosh Week. This is their one shot. There's so much riding on this, so much pressure. At least people that, share my story. Dreaming big is just not something that, you can afford to do. I remember my mom told me to dream big, for only big dreams have magic. ESP, with the supports they provided me, allowed me to confidently dream big. And you know what, my mom was right. Big dreams, it does have magic.